Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. And if you are new here, please don't forget to click on that subscribe button right now and join the amazing family today. In this video, we are cooking some amazingly delicious seafood okra soup. Well, this soup is Fitfam approved, so if you are on a weight loss journey, this is the soup for you, and it takes no time at all to prepare. So come along and let's get started. You may use any seafood of your choice, but I'm using some fresh mackerel, jumbo shrimps, fresh squid, some super fresh okra, dried shrimp powder, some salt, but as always, all the ingredients will be listed in the description box down below. To start our soup, we need to marinate our squid and jumbo shrimp, and I'm doing this with my homemade all-purpose marinade. And mine contains ginger, garlic, onion, some green chilies, spring onion, and some lemon. But you can feel free to use any herbs or spices that you prefer to have in your okra soup. But I will link the video of my homemade all-purpose marinade down below in case you want to check it out. Now marinate your squid and your shrimp and set it aside for later. Next, I'm going to add my fresh mackerel to my cooking pot I'll be using for my soup. The mackerel is already super cleaned, and to it I'm going to add more of the homemade all-purpose marinade. This marinade is what is going to determine the overall flavor of your soup, so you want to make sure it is a very good one. Next, I add my dried shrimp powder and my salt and add a little bit of water and bring it to my stove. Cover and allow to cook. Whilst that's cooking away, I'm going to chop my okra, and I like a chunkier okra soup, so I'm going to chop mine very chunky, but you can feel free to chop yours any way or any form you prefer. You can even choose to grate it if you want. Transfer your chopped okra into your cooking pot and add some water. Just enough water to cook your okra with. Next, you want to add a little bit of salt, bring it to your stove and allow it to boil. And you don't want to make the mistake of covering this because it is going to boil over. And also make sure to stir from time to time. So whilst our okra is cooking, I'm going to prep the banku with which we are going to eat this okra with. And today that's going to be oatmeal banku, since we want to keep this Fitfam. So I add about 4 cups of rolled oats into my blender and add 4 cups of water as well. And I'm going to blend everything together until it becomes very smooth in consistency. Transfer the blended oats mixture into your pot. Rinse your blender with just a little bit of water and add it back to your pot. Set it aside and check on your soup. We will come back to it later. As soon as you open your pot, you are hit with that dried shrimp taste, and that's so lovely. Give your mackerel a quick and gentle stir and check back on your okra. So at this point, I can tell that the okra is almost cooked, so this would be the perfect time for me to add the shrimps and the squid we marinated from the beginning. Now I'm adding it at this stage because it takes no time for it to cook. And so if you add it from the beginning, they are going to be overcooked. Now give it a gentle stir, cover and allow it to cook for just 2 minutes. And that 2 minutes is what the okra needed to be cooked perfectly as well. And if you are not sure your okra is cooked, you can just pinch it to see if it is softened to your preference, and that's it. Next, I check back on our soup, and now our seafood is perfectly cooked. The broth is super tasty. So all we do is to add our cooked okra to the soup base and give it a gentle mix. And as you can see, the viscosity of the okra is on point. And I didn't add any baking soda, potash, which is cane, or anything else. This is just fresh okra cooked to perfection. I love to cook as natural as possible without any unnecessary additives or artificial flavorings. But if you can't find fresh okra, you can of course use a little bit of baking soda to help with the viscosity of the okra. To finish off our soup, all we need to do is to add our chopped spinach, turn off our heat and allow the remaining heat in the pan to wilt down the spinach. And that's it. You can also use ayoyo or any kinds of greens you would like to have in your okra soup. Just that spinach is the easiest to find where I live. So now I'm going to set this aside and make the banku. And then you know what time it is. So for our banku, we are going to bring our oat mixture to the stove and add a little bit of salt. And we are going to stir until it begins to thicken. And once thickened, you want to press it against your pot until a dough or a ball is formed. It will become solid enough to press it against the side of your pan. Now I have a very detailed recipe on how I make this oatmeal banku. I will link it somewhere down below so you can check it out. It's really easy. So just like your regular banku, I added a splash of water to allow it steam. And how much water you add really depends on how soft or how solid you want your banku. And once your banku is cooked, you will realize that it has changed in color slightly. It has become a bit darker. And so you mold it into your balls like you would regular banku. And the size depends entirely on you. And that's it. Your banku is set, your okra soup is set. So what do you think we are going to do next? Of course, enjoy ourselves a good bowl of banku and okra soup. Just look at this. I really like slimy okra soup, and so I can't wait to dig in. The only way to find out how delicious this seafood okra soup and banku is to try it. That is how you will know, and I hope you do just that. So until I come your way next time with another amazingly delicious recipe, cook this meal with love and see it radiate through the hearts of your family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.